Hello students, welcome to Academia. Today our topic is nucleus. First of all, as we know the structure of cell, and the cell contain the three basic components like the cell membrane, cytoplasm and organelles, and nucleus and its chromosomes. The nucleus is often called the life of cell. Why the nucleus is so important? And without the nucleus there will be no existence of cell. Also there is some exception, but the nucleus is a very vital part of a cell structure. What is nucleus? The nucleus is the most prominent and largest cellular organelle. We know that inside the cell there are many membranous organelles are present, and as we have the eukaryotic cells which have membranous organelles as well as ideal nucleus. So in eukaryotic cells, the diameter of the nucleus is 10 to 22 mu, and it occupies about 10% of the total volume of the cell. Nucleus is usually round. In most cases it is round, having double membrane, and it controls the activities of the cell. Nucleus contains the most important thing, which is called chromosome. In 1831, Robert Brown discovered nucleus. When you go through the structure of nucleus, then there are four major parts. Number one is nuclear membrane. Number two, nucleoplasm. Number three, nucleolus, and number four, nuclear fiber or chromatin fiber. So these are the four parts of nucleus, basic parts. The nuclear membrane is like the cell membrane, nucleoplasm is like cytoplasm, nucleolus which is present at the center of the nucleus, and the nuclear fibers. The nuclear membrane is also known as karyotheca. The nucleoplasm is also known as karyoplasm. The nuclear fiber is also known as chromatin fiber. So these four parts are very important in the structure of a nucleus. So one by one now we see these parts elaborately. The first part is the nuclear membrane, which is also known as karyotheca. The main features are the membrane is double layered and it is porous. The pores, nuclear pores are present in the membrane, which allows the nucleoplasm to communicate with the cytoplasm. As we know that the nucleus is present inside a cell, and through the pores the nucleoplasm can make communication with the cytoplasm, and these are the pores which allow the mRNA to come out and make and attached with the ribosomes present on the rough endoplasmic reticulum. The outer layer in the double layer structure, inner layer and outer layer, the outer layer is continuous with the RER, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum. The outer layer is continuous with the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and these endoplasmic reticulum having ribosomes on their surfaces, and these ribosomes are very essential for the protein synthesis. So the mRNA which come out through the pores of the nuclear membrane, they attach with the ribosomes and helps in the protein synthesis. The nuclear pores are guarded by the protein molecules. When we see the diagram of the nucleus, then we find out that how the pores are situated in the double layered membrane, and how these pores allow to the nucleoplasm as well as the mRNA to come out or to make the communication. So this is the diagram of the nucleus, a very simple diagram showing the double membrane. So this one is the double membrane of nucleus. This is the outer and this one is the inner. So we can see in between the membranes there are some openings which are called nuclear pore. Inside the nucleus there is nucleolus and the nuclear fibers. And the nucleoplasm is also present. So this is the brief simple diagram of the nucleus. So here we found that the double membrane of the nucleus, and these in between the membrane there are some pores which are called nuclear pores. Except this, there are nucleolus and the nuclear fibers. So this is the simple presentation of the nucleus. Second one is the nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm is a highly viscous fluid that forms the ground substance of the nucleus, and it is very much similar with the cytoplasm. It surrounds the chromatin and nucleolus as we have seen in the diagram, and it contains dense fibrillar protein network, nucleotides and enzymes. So this nucleoplasm is very important as the cytoplasm holds the organelles. Likewise, the nucleoplasm inside the nucleus, they holds the chromatin and nucleotides, enzymes and other substances. The third portion of the nucleus is the nucleolus. Nucleolus is a very small and round granular structure of nucleus, and sometimes the nucleus contain more than one nucleolus. Generally the nucleus having one nucleolus, but sometimes there are more than one nucleoli present in the cell. Another thing is the nucleolus contains RNA and some proteins. So these three basic criteria the nucleolus have. First of all, it is a very small and round granular structure. It contains RNA and some proteins, and most of this time it is present in single number, but more than one nucleoli also found. Number 4 is the nuclear fibers. These are also called chromatin fibers. They are rod-shaped structure, carries a complete blueprint of the hereditary characteristics of the species. So these are the rod-shaped structures and they carry the blueprint. Only during the cell division the chromosomes are visible. The chromosomes are visible under microscope during the cell divisions, and we know that in our cell there are 23 pairs, that is 46 number of chromosomes are present. According to the number of chromosomes, there are diploid cells which have 23 pairs of chromosomes, that is 46, and haploid cells which have only 23 single chromosomes are there, are called the haploid cells. So the diploid cells are often called twice n, and the haploid cells having the n number of chromosomes and diploid cell having twice n number of chromosomes, that is they have 23 pairs, that is 46 number of chromosomes are present, whereas in the haploid cells only the half of the chromosome, that is the 23 single chromosomes are present. So in the nucleus there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. That is 46 number of chromosomes are present in each nucleus, and in between this 22 pairs of autosomes and one pair of sex chromosome is present. That is 44 plus 2 is 46 number of chromosomes are present. So 46 number of chromosomes means 46 number of DNA, because each chromosome comprises of one DNA and histone protein. So DNA wrap around the histone protein forming the chromosome. So 46 number of DNA means 46 number of chromosomes are 46 number of chromosomes means 46 number of DNAs are present in each nucleus. And during the cell division, the number will be doubled by the replication of the DNA, and the DNAs are distributed evenly during the mitosis cell division in the two daughter cells.